Hello fellow scientists, my name is Alex. So a couple years back I was eating a sandwich and I wanted to spice up the sandwich. I wanted to give it some extra flavor. So I decided to look through my condiments and choose one. And I decided to choose this new one which I had never heard of or never tasted. It was called... And what happened after this changed my life forever. But despite the amount of hot sauce I put on that sandwich, it did not deter me from trying it in the future. And ever since then, I've loved hot sauce and spicy foods in general. They add a kick to pretty much everything you put them on. But why? What exactly makes something spicy? What is the difference between a spice and something that's spicy? And why do we enjoy these seemingly painful foods? Well, in order to understand what exactly spiciness is, we first need to understand where spiciness comes from. So let's explore, what do spicy foods have in common? Well, on our tongues, we have receptors, or taste buds, which are responsible for detecting flavors in the things we eat. For example, we have sour taste buds, we have sweet taste buds, salty taste buds, bitter taste buds, and umami taste buds. But inside our mouths, we also have various pain receptors, which are responsible for detecting pain. We have temperature receptors and other pain receptors which detect general pain. And of course, we have spicy receptors. These pain receptors are under a category of receptors called VR1 receptors. Now, almost all of the spicy foods you see in many different foods comes from the seeds within plants under the genus Capsaicin, like this jalapeno pepper. Now, inside of the seeds of these plants is a chemical called capsaicin, and capsaicin triggers a response within a specific category of these VR1 receptors. These receptors are nerves. What's happening is that there is a voltage difference between each of the sides of this neuron, and when a chemical like capsaicin comes along and triggers the response of this receptor, what happens is that this voltage difference disappears and sends a signal, also known as an action potential, up the nerve. Now, this electrical signal goes all the way up to your brain, and it tells you, like in the case of you eating a spicy food, that you are eating something spicy. But it also begs the question, why do we, humans, eat spicy foods? In fact, we are the only species on the entire planet to intentionally eat spicy foods. We are the only species on the planet to intentionally eat food that causes us pain. Why? In fact, capsaicin evolved as a deterrent for animals to eat the plants that have capsaicin within them, because if an animal ate it, then, well, they probably experience some pain and won't eat it in the future, which can protect the plants of the future generations. Within the process of the receptor sending signals to the brain, it releases these chemicals called neurotransmitters, and the neurotransmitter it releases in the scenario of spicy foods is something called substance P. Now, substance P is responsible for telling the brain that it's experiencing pain, among other things. But because of the positive aspects of foods with capsaicin within them, eventually you become desensitized to the pain and the other attributes become more and more clear and you start to enjoy it. I mean, that's what happened to me. It may have even happened to you or someone you know who enjoys spicy food. Well, I hope you learned something about spicy foods today. What will you do with this information? Let us know in the comments and be sure to subscribe to this channel for more content like this. Thank you for watching this video. We hope you enjoyed it and stay tuned for our next videos. Don't forget to check out our website and our social media in the description. And as always, science is everywhere and in everything. Bye!